What's up? What's up? What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages across the world, across the Atlantic, across the Pacific. Yeah, all you people out there, what's up, beautiful people? I hope y'all are doing all right. I think I just stole that from Ohavia. Sorry, Ohavia. So, what's up, people? How are y'all doing today? It is the Purpose Pod. We are back. This is episode 37. Episode 37. Man, if you were to tell me a couple months ago, when we were going in quarantine, that I would be on episode 37 today, and then I would be interviewing TB Too Funny, comedian TB Too Funny. Like I don't know what to tell you, because I was watching this dude on Instagram, and then I was like, I need to get him on my show. I have to get him on my show because he is hilarious, he is funny, and he's talented. And I just really wanted to get him on here so that we can dive into his life, dive into his story, so that you all can see who he is, what he's about, and what he is doing. And on the Purpose Pod, we aim to show people, those who are striving for their dreams, for their goals, those who are making a push for their purpose. So let me go ahead and bring them on right now. TB, what up, TB Too Funny? Yes, I try to get the background noise, man, but I got you, bro. Whoa.
Come on, man. Look, look, you ain't even Allen right now, man. You a boogie right now.
A boogie right now, son. A boogie, son. Check.
Yeah. Oh, now, man. You a boogie, man.
Hey, man, I'm trying, bro. I'm trying to maintain. You know what I'm saying? It's times are real right now. How you doing though?
Right. Us black men. Us as black man, we gotta lock it down. I'm doing good though, man.
Yeah,
I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling marvelous out here.
Yeah, you feeling marvelous? We got people saying hello. I'm gonna let some people jump on. What's going on, Mr. Speller? But yeah, man, it's crazy out here. How you been staying busy? Like, quarantine's been a little difficult for me because there's the time management is a little off. Everything seems to collide together. But like, how has it been for you since like March? What's it been like for you?
During quarantine, we just gotta, I don't know. I've been trying my hardest to just stay busy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why everybody's sitting in the house? I'm not gonna lie, I ain't been in the house. You know what I mean? I've been out here making content, doing videos. You know what I'm saying? Just like, just all over the place, trying to, you know what I'm saying, just staying on track, trying to stay focused. So
yeah,
Yeah,
that's how I've been. Like, I know a lot of people right now who are like on the up and come up. Like, we've been like digging down in the dirt and like really putting our feet down and trying to get a great foundation. And I know you've been really busy, and your videos are just dope. And your latest one is just really dope. When you're in there, you go with the gun, with the strap, and I was like, oh my God, this dude.
Thanks. Yeah. So, when I made that video, actually, I sent that to all of like the big influencers that actually follow me, like Anthony Hamilton and a few like other people. You know what I'm saying? I sent that to him, and I was like, yo, like I'm trying to get this type of stuff out there, because I mean, right. even within that video, it was a message at the end. You know what I'm saying? Us as black men, man, we gotta start to protect ourselves, man, and that's just how I feel about things now.
Yeah. And that's real, man. And you brought that old school, you brought the old school vibe. You had that like the 70s, that 70s vibe going on. I was like, okay, I see you, brother. Like, you had the Shaft thing going on, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So for the people who don't know what we're talking about, like, you have to go on his Instagram, or you can check it out on YouTube as well. You have it on YouTube, comedian TB Too Funny. Like, you have to check it out. It's a really dope video, and y'all mess around. I might try to show you guys today, but we'll leave it for the Instagram. We'll leave it for the Instagram. Y'all gotta go follow him on Instagram, because you wanted me to show. You wanted me to show up. I should have had that ready. Let me see. IG. All right. Let me see. Playing around. But yeah, man. So like, you're from up north. Like, how long have you been down in the South, or what's that been like for you? So you're from up north. You making it down south. Is it hard? Has it been rough for you? I know we're a little different down here.
Yeah. I'm born in Brooklyn, but I was raised in Queens. So I moved down here in North Carolina in 2016. So I'm gonna say here, down here, everything's just like a lot slower. You know what I'm saying? People are nicer down here than they are, you know, in New York. I find it a little easier. You know what I mean? Things are cheaper. You know, I mean, I don't think it's cheaper now because everything is going up. But like,
right.
But when I first moved down here, man, like the rent was $700. You know what I'm saying, for a 2-bedroom. I was like, oh, okay, this is golden. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got something right here. You know what
right.
I mean? In New York,
switched up on you real quick.
In New York, a 1-bedroom, you paying at least $1,000 up. So
wow, that's not my life. Then I can't. I mean, you know, like you said, I've been here since in Charlotte since 2016 as well. Well, no, I lied. That was 14. So it's been a couple of years, but I know a lot of my up north friends, like from Brooklyn or the Bronx or Jersey, they like, yo, y'all are different down there, yo. You know what I mean? Like y'all different down there. So I know the vibe is different, but you know, so I want to get into your career. Like, how did you get started, and like what got you interested into comedy, being an entertainer?
To be honest, you know, I was always that kid in school that, you know, got kicked out of class for being the class clown. I was always that person. So you know, my family, friends, you know, everybody who knew me was always like, man, look, when you know what I'm saying, when you need to pursue this comedy thing because you're just a clown, you know.
Right.
So when I was like a freshman in high school, you know, I would make like little videos here and there, but I didn't really start taking it serious until like, you know, like my senior year in high school. Then I started learning how to, you know, edit and, you know, what apps do what. And then as a creator in my, you know, that was just like, I was just taking that all in, you know what I mean? That was just food for the brain.
Yeah.
And then so I've been doing it since like, I would say like, you know, since high school, but
okay.
I didn't start doing stand-up until about like 2 years ago. So
yeah.
And that's a whole nother beast in itself. You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean? Being on the camera, you know what I'm saying, you able to just, you know what I'm saying, if it's not how you want it, you could just all right, edit, cut that out, edit, whatever. But on stage, you get one chance. You know what I mean? You get one chance.
That one shot. And that's how I feel about this live podcast stuff, because it's like, man, you can't go back and be like, oh man, I should have said something else. I should have said this, you know. And but I also like it, and I'm pretty sure it's not like that, but I'm sure, like, you know, with your interaction with the audience and also being able to like be transparent and vulnerable at that point in time in front of those people, you know, it makes it that much better for you, right?
Right. And that's the thrill, you know. Like whenever I go out on stage, or whenever I did go out on stage, I always prayed before, because you never know what kind of crowd you're gonna get, you know. Like sometimes you'll go out there and the crowd is just, you know, they're ready to laugh at something, you know what I mean. Then sometimes you got to work for it, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, so the crowd is not always the same, especially when it comes to this. Now Instagram, you know, like Instagram, social media, when you have your you know, your fan base, they know you, they learn, you know, by watching your videos. Just like, you know, your podcast, you're gonna have your fans, and they gonna know, like, yo, Alan is all like, this is Alan, this is the main man, you know what I mean? So, basically just getting that fan base, and then doing stand up, I feel like would be like easy, like it works hands in hand, because now people that's coming to the shows, because they watch you on social media, they know what they gonna get on stage, you know.
Yeah. And it's different now for you guys, you know, like back then, Comic View on BET, and when everybody 6 nights a week, get your laugh on. Hey, look.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Hey, look, when you wasn't supposed to be watching Comic View, I was in the back room, like sneaking watching Comic View. My parents like, what y'all watching back there? You know, but but you know, so times are different from what it was then, because you guys are now able to use social media, you know, to reach out. We all can reach out to people through social media. So how has that affected you? Like, I know, like, you know, if you don't have the followings that, you know, maybe Chris Rock may have, but you know, on social media you have the algorithms and all of this other things, so you could be like you're a talented young brother, you know. So how has it been for you, you know, with the change in the industry and how social media is taking the forefront on this industry?
I thank God for social media because it's like being on TV, really. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever you're on camera and you showing the world, it's like this is like your TV show. Whenever they go on Instagram, so you know, it's like each time I put out a video, it's like I'm gonna give them TV. You know what I mean?
Right.
Each time I'm gonna give them TV. But like you said, that's something that comics didn't have back then. Back then it was straight, you know what I'm saying, shows. And that's how they, you know, they got their name out from shows, or maybe like some of them did movies like Chris Tucker, you know what I mean? So it was just like they was able to, like, you know, rise off their stand up, you know.
That's true. And I mean, I believe that that's how, maybe that is how, like, you know, social media is right now too, because you get those people who get seen, like, you know, I've seen you in pictures with Marlon Wayans, right? Like, so you were also Cedric the Entertainer, like, even recognize your video. So like you're getting noticed, and it's just like you're waiting for that tip of the iceberg. You're waiting to hit through that next level, you know. So I see it happening for you, and I see people on here saying, yeah, he's, you know, I see it happening for him as well. You know, when I saw you, I was like, man, this brother, like, you know, you have comedians and you have, you know, millennial comedians, and they make, you know, things funny with different things. Like, go to Walmart, oh, that's a funny thing. But you've also taken roles on, you know, the Black Lives Matter and just even relationships. You have jokes inside of your stuff, but you also send a message with the videos that you make, and I think that is awesome as well. So why do you make videos, you know, a part of your, I guess, equip, you know, or your tools, you know, when you do comedy on social media? Why do you use videos?
Videos allow me to, you know, I don't know. I feel like when people watch and they look at you, they see how you move, your mannerisms, how you talk, how, you know, even through your videos, they can tell, you know, where your mindset is. You know what I'm saying? Right. Somebody who makes videos about drugs and weed, people are gonna say, oh, that's what he lives. You know what I'm saying? If I was making holy videos about Bibles and pastors, right, all right, he's a, you know, he's a Christian or whatever, you know what I mean? He's this. So I always try to keep that, you know, that persona of, you know what I'm saying, like, this is who TB is as a person, you know what I mean? This Black Lives Matter thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd be an oddball out, you know what I'm saying? Not to even you know, notice what's going on in the world. So that as well plays a big part in videos, you know, just what happened, what can people relate to, you know?
That's real. Yeah, that's real, because you have a variety of different people, and, you know, people who like certain things. So even as comedians, you have to, like, switch up, and you have to make things, you know, laughable for everyone, you know, and or you have your niche of people. I don't know. Is it that way? Like, you find your niche of people. You're like, oh, these people love jokes about the president, you know. So I'm gonna, you know, how do you work that out?
Well, I just, like, you know, I just play with the followers, you know, like, I know a lot of people say, like, my face expressions are, like, you know, hilarious. So some videos I might not talk at all, you know. It'll just be, you know, like, I have music playing over, but I'll just be like, you know, doing something crazy. Like, you know, I have videos where I don't say anything. And then I do have videos where I am talking, and I'm talking crazy because people like the way, you know, I talk and I interact, my face expressions. So it's just, you know what I'm saying? Certain videos is just cause, you know, it catches certain fans.
Yeah.
I made a video that Cedric actually reposted when I was talking about food. You know, I was like, you know, I'll stir your macaroni up. I'll do it. Like, I was just saying, you know, silly.
Yeah.
And he found that hilarious. You know, it was funny. Like,
yeah,
I saw in the captions he put, I'm about to boil your ribs. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's talking like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nobody's saying before they get into a fight. Look, man, I'm about to boil your ribs, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody's saying stuff like that. But,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I got home and I was wondering, I was like, man, like, my Instagram is going crazy. Like, what is going on? Yeah. So I look up and I see, like, Cedric, you know, he reposted it, and it was going crazy on his page. You know, and people were, like, repeating things that I said about the food, and I was like, that's love right there.
Wow,
that's love.
That is love. That's dope. So y'all hear that, right? Y'all definitely go check. I have his link. I'm gonna leave this right here because I want y'all to go see this man at work because he is hilarious. So and I think that's dope that Cedric did that and gave you and gave you that opportunity to reach other people, you know, and I think that's the importance of people sharing your content and what you produce out there. Do you ever find that as a struggle, like getting people to repost your videos and what you put out?
At first, yes, because when you're starting from like 1,000, what I'm saying, people are like, is he really funny? They're like, let me watch his videos, but not like it. So it's like you get so much. So like I always get like a lot of maybe like okay views and not like likes or no comments. So stuff like that do matter because for somebody who's like coming to my page, they sometimes there's people that just want to read the comments to see like okay, what do other people think about this guy? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
yeah. I think that's a big thing that a lot of entrepreneurs nowadays are affected by because, well, you could either be affected or it could work for you. But if people don't understand how social media works, and like you said, if someone comes on your page and they see our interview, maybe and like no one's like, hey, share, sharing like, hey, TV and Al, like go check it out, then if they come up on this video, then they won't watch it. So the reason why I asked that question was because I want people to, to be able to help you and support you in what you do. So a lot of our fans, our followers, don't even know what we need. So I feel like we should voice, like, hey guys, make sure y'all share, repost the video.
Like, so whenever I post a video, that's where I will put it in a story or something, like new post, like, share, comment, I put it on Facebook. So I mean, it's all in like promoting yourself. And some people say it's bad to promote yourself or whatever, but when you're growing, you have no choice but to, because if you don't do it, who will?
Exactly. So, you heard that first from TB. That's real though. But so we got it. We started our ride off and we had a nice little joyful startup, and I want to get now into the personal of your journey. And a lot of people are not able to pursue their dreams and their goals. So how has that looked for you throughout the past couple of years? Have you been like going full time, or were you working some? So what was that like for you?
Well, I still work. I work for the bank. I work. So the people that I work with at the bank, they know I'm a comedian. So it plays its factor. When people are like, you're like, oh, he's a comedian. They so ready to, he's a. But
say something funny.
In a way, it's cool because what I'm saying, it's like okay, well, there goes my little advertisement right there. You know what I mean?
Right.
But,
yeah.
And then you have people who don't follow you. It makes them want to now because they're like he works at a bank. Is he really funny? It draws those type of people too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I still work. Due to COVID, I can't do shows right now. But whenever we are able to be booked for shows, I definitely pick up some shows or whatever.
Since we're on that topic, how do they book you whenever they do book you for shows?
Well, out here, I've done the Comedy Zone or whatever. So how they book you is, say if you've been with them a certain amount of time, they look out for you more rather than somebody who's just starting out as a comedian. Like if you're just starting out, you might send an email or whatever, to the Comedy Zone, and they'll get back to you maybe in like a month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as you go the first time, they give you 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? They see how you do, and then they see how you react with the crowd. If you do good, then most of the time you don't even have to ask to be booked. They tell you right there that, look, we need you for a show next Saturday. Laugh House or something. And then they'll have they just have you go to that, and then from there, really the ball rolls. You know what I mean? So it's really from that first time. If you bomb that first time,
ain't coming.
You know what I mean? It's a minor setback, because now you still have to prove yourself that you're even funny on stage. So
I mean, I've always wondered if I had what it takes, you know, to
look, everybody got the teeth, man. I tell everybody, look, if you're not afraid to talk, you can do it. You can do it because your story ain't like my story. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about couples, and like the subject could be couples, but I tell you what, I'll get on stage and I might talk bad about females. You know, I'm like, look, I can't find a good female. You know what I mean? And then you might go in and be like, you know, I love females, and then you know what I'm saying? So it's like that's the good thing.
Yeah. So it's just per person, like it's based on the person, I guess. But I could only imagine like the courage it takes, you know, to read at an open mic, but to go up for 3 minutes, they're like, yo, you have 3 minutes to give us what you got. And, you know, I don't know if it was Kevin Hart or someone else, they were talking about like people are like, okay, all right, you done with that joke? What's the next joke? You know, like, all right, come on. So, oh man, it froze. TB, you froze. I just see his hands up. Y'all see that? Let me take him off real quick. But yeah, so we're with TB Too Funny, comedian TB Too Funny. Try to log back in, brother. I don't know what happened. If you can hear me, try to log back in. How y'all doing tonight? If you're on, please tell me one of your the best jokes you've ever heard in your life. If you and make it clean, please make it clean. Are you ever nervous before you perform? And if so, how did you handle it? That's a good question. I can't wait till he answers that right there. But just to let y'all know, the Purpose Pod has been going on since March 21st, and we are on our 37th podcast. So this is totally awesome. And we're just having some technical difficulties, but it will be all right. So just to keep you guys up to date with what's going on right now, we are interviewing Timaine Bryant, and he is TB Too Funny. He is on right now. Let me bring him back on in a second. I'm about to bring you on, brother. Can you hear me?
All right, there we go. There we go. We back. We back.
Okay, so you good? Okay, yeah, that look better too. That look real good. You didn't change it up. You didn't got a whole new thing up.
I mean, look, you know what I'm saying? Every time I come back, I'm coming back better, baby.
And we had somebody ask a question, but I'm gonna ask it in a little bit so that we can move along with the questions and stuff like that. So I wanted to ask you, can you hear me?
I get you.
Okay. There you go. So I wanted to ask you, I saw hands and stuff like that. I was like, oh, that's
it was all over the place.
But so for those new people out there who are, you know, wanting to start off their career as an entertainer and as a comedian, right? So what would you advise them to do? So they're working like you are, but they're afraid to take that step to make that first performance or that first, you know, to reach out to that one venue. What would be your advice for those people?
It ain't nothing to it but to do it. Look, I'm trying to tell you, look, you gotta just say within yourself, look, I'm gonna give it a shot. You know, I had my mom, you know, my mom was there the first time that I decided, you know, I'm gonna go on stage. You know what I'm saying? I'm funny behind the camera. That's cool. I'm gonna go on stage. Let's see if I really got the chops, you know. And it's like you challenge yourself. You know what I mean? You go out there, and I was nervous. You know what I'm saying? That's on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can watch that out. My first time. Man, I was nervous. I went up there. I had my family, you know, there to support me. So they was in the crowd. They know how silly I am. So I went out there with the mindset of, look, I'm back in the lunchroom in high school. In the same way I was a clown in the lunchroom. I'm gonna go out there and these people, they're gonna feel me. You know what I'm saying? Even if they don't laugh, they're gonna feel me, man.
I like that.
So I went out there, you know, I prayed, you know what I mean? I said my prayer and I just went out there nervous as hell, you know what I mean? But you know, went out there and it was good. For my first time, I gotta say it was real good, you know. I had the people rolling on it, you know. So it made me feel good, and it was like one of those things. you know, the Comedy Zone, they hit me up and was like, look, hey, 3 minutes wasn't enough, because actually my first time they give you 3 minutes, and I went over the 3 minutes, you know, and I was so worried about like not talking enough, you know.
Right. Yeah.
So when that 3 minutes came on and that light came on, you know, in my head, I'm like, oh, thank God, you know, I got through it. But
yeah,
but,
you still had them up there.
Right. So
yeah,
just get out there, man. That's all I can say. You think you funny and you got this, look, just get out there. You'll never know if you never try.
Yeah. I mean, and that goes with everything that we're out here trying to do in our life. Is like, if you never try, then you just never know, you know. And if you would have given up on your first stand-up comedy night, then you wouldn't be where you are right now. So what made you stay in the fight? Like, what made you continue, as you know, your journey as a comedian?
Family, friends, you know, and that's the truth. My mom, you know, my mom was she's a real supporter of, you know, my comedy, because she knows how crazy I am. So my mom, she'd be like, look, what, and that's how she raised me. You know, whatever you want in life, go for it.
Yeah.
Whatever. So that's how I am, and you know, I preach that to people that I surround myself with. You know, I'm like, look, there's nothing we can't do. You know what I mean? Yeah. You want to be in this video? You want to fly? Look, hey, I'm gonna find a way for you to fly in this video. We gonna find out a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to have magic powers? You gonna have magic powers in this video, man. So you know, that's just, you know, and everybody who's around me can always, you know, they can even vouch for that. Like TV is always gonna make something, whatever, you know, he sees in his vision, he's gonna make it happen. And that's just how I am. I like, you know what I mean? So that having that support from family and friends played a big part. It made me, like, you know, go again, and then you know, it was going good, go again. So each time it gave me that confidence that, you know, look, just go out there and be you, like, you know, don't. And sometimes, you know, I would like watch the older people, like, you know, Cedric the entertainer, and I watch you know, even Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey is hilarious to me.
Yeah, he is.
I had you know, when you on stage, you know how it feels to be on stage. So now you can just get the idea of like just templates. You don't want to copy somebody, you know,
right?
Because comedians, they go hard about, you know, the copying thing.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to be a copycat out there saying somebody else.
They go hard on, you know. You don't want to get up there. All right.
Right.
Bricks.
Hey, look, and I'm pretty sure that's probably hard, unless you're like, you might have to not listen to other comedians. Maybe, I don't know, because I know he had me all right. You know, like everybody for a long time. And
you gotta, once you like, you watch somebody that you like, it's real hard to not, you know, when you're on stage, to not go to them, because it's hard, because you listen to them, you know. It's not too hard to be like, oh, hey, look, let me tell you something, you know. It's like, and you want to, all right, okay, and you start, before you know it, you're doing Kevin Hart on stage.
Kevin Hart, right?
You know, so it's just like,
right.
But I just go out there, and you know, I have my own little way that I you know, tell my stories, and I'm real animated. You know what I'm saying? So I just ride that way. Whenever I tell stories, I'm always animated. I've always been. So I was just like, I'll do it on stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People, man, they be out there, they be crying.
Yeah. So, and I think that's a beautiful thing, man, that you're able to stay yourself while performing and while standing on the stage. Like, you don't have to pretend to be someone else. Like, you're TB too funny. Like, you don't have to be anyone else. And a lot of us, so a lot of people right now, maybe, you know, younger people, or even people our age or a little older, you know, they may feel like they have to impersonate someone else or pretend to be someone else in order to fulfill their purpose, you know. So what would be your advice, like, for someone who is in that dilemma where, you know, they're pursuing their purpose, but they are also kind of like copying after somebody else in order to be successful, because they're not secure about who they are as whoever in whatever field they're in?
When it comes to on stage, or even writing skits on Instagram, social media, or you know what I'm saying. When it comes to things like that, just if you want to find yourself, you just write.
Yeah.
Right. And it took experienced comedian to tell me that, because when I first came, I was watching like Eddie Murphy and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And so like I felt like I had to like put some of that in, but I'm like, you know what I'm saying, I'm me, so I want people to feel me. I don't want people to feel Eddie Murphy when I'm out there. You know what I mean? Because if people want Eddie Murphy, then they book Eddie Murphy. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly. So, yeah, you don't want to be nobody else.
Yeah, so just write. If you got ideas that you want to talk, even like for like on stage, like I have topics. Like maybe I'm going to talk about women who cheat. Sometimes I'm going to talk about that crazy friend that always want to fight. It's things that you just do, and then you like write down how you would talk about it, or
And that's one that you've done already. You've done the friends who like to fight thing. I got a couple of those. I got a couple of those friends out there. They just want to fight.
Yeah, right. Fight each other and everything. Look,
right, all the time. You talking about my mama?
I got my rep shirt, man. Look,
right. Hey, that was funny too. Man, you know what would have made this probably a little better is if I would have had those videos so that people could watch it. But it actually makes it better that they can go watch it anytime. They can't get this anytime, so it's all good then, So like and I know people have questions, so everybody, we're going to answer your questions in like 5 minutes. Just let me get mine out there. So So what's the process like for you creating your jokes? Like what do you do? Do you just take your life experiences and then bam, you got a joke? Or is it like you're sitting around and you're like, man, this would be a great joke? What's that process like?
Sometimes it's life experiences. Like, I mean, look, I feel like being a black man is a life experience in his own self, just like you just make certain things that you've been through, or like, or something that maybe something you relate to, like a black mom, black mothers don't play about certain things, you know what I mean?
Right.
We can talk back to our mothers and live to talk about it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's certain things that, what I'm saying, I would like attack that, if the crowd is our people, I would like, okay, like they can relate to this, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get some black jokes in there. Now, if there's a mixed crowd, then I'll get some black and white jokes in there. You know what I'm saying? I was like, look, white people will be letting their kids act up in Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Like, and black kids, you do be on the stretcher. You know what I'm saying? So like, I play both. I play both sides.
Yeah.
I just go for like things people can really relate to, and I do that even with my kids. Like, I make it things that like it's real, like something that would really happen.
Yeah.
And just like you said, you like, I got friends that fight all the time. You know what I mean? So I try to make it relatable to everybody.
Yeah. Every time I see a video, I probably know somebody that falls in between somewhere on what you're talking about, and I'll be sitting here a week like, man, and I'm like, I don't want to be like a groupie and like share all his stuff. People are like, why is this dude sharing all this stuff? No, I would do that though, because I mean, it's just pure. And I'm not like blowing gas or blowing smoke. People like, this dude's really funny. Like I'm not even joking with you. So I'm gonna throw in a couple of questions from the audience real quick. So let's see here. We have Mr. Speller says, are you ever nervous before you perform? And if so, how do you handle it? Great question.
I am always nervous. Yes, always. And I pray. That's
you do what?
When it's my I pray. That's
I thought you said something. That's what I said. You do
what?
No.
What you thought I said? What you thought I said?
I thought you said I twerk. I was like, what do you do?
No twerking sessions out here.
I said, what kind of warm up?
But nah, man. Like behind that curtain, man, I pray, you know what I'm saying, and I be back here until I hear like next on stage, you know. Once I hear that, then there's no turning back.
No turning back.
It's God, and be with me while I'm going out here acting a fool, and we gonna go out here and do it. All right, TV too funny. All right, it's time to go. Let's get it. You know what I
mean? Right. You own up to that whenever it's your time. You answer that call. So that's funny. Great question. Let me see here. Is this fam right here? What do your mom feel about what you do? So what does your mom feel about what you do?
That's my
I'm pretty
mom.
sure. And you answered, huh? What you say?
That's my mom.
Mom. I was like, that's your sister.
Nah. That's my mom.
How you doing, mom?
But she supports me.
Yeah.
I just finished talking about you, ma. Yeah, she supports me like in this comedy thing.
Yeah.
I mean, she was there, like I said, she was there at my first show. So she was there from the very beginning. I can say my mother was there, you know what I'm saying, from the beginning that I started this stand-up thing. So you heard it here first. You heard it here
first on the Purpose Pod. So like when it's like Dave Chappelle, Dave Chappelle mentioned his mom being at all, his first shows and stuff like that. So I was like, so this is on the Purpose Pod, TV, comedian TV too funny, So when he blow up, what I'm saying, don't be out here like, oh no, remember he was down with the regulars.
When I'm selling out stadiums, man, I'm gonna be like, look, it was the Purpose Pod, man.
The Purpose Pod, baby. So Slimmy Sosa. Oh, I like that. Slimmy Sosa says, how do you write your material? I think we kind of touched it, but you can answer that. You can go back through.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like I said, I write, based on just like things that we can relate to. You know what I'm saying? People that can relate to. Black people problems, things cops do. Right now it will be a lot to talk about on stage, right now, especially with this the cop stuff going on. So it will be a lot to talk about on stage. That would be funny. Not funny, but it's funny at the time. Yeah, but it would be funny to have somebody on stage, expressing and not caring about, because a lot of people get sensitive about what comedians talk about on stage as it is. Yeah. So some things are you just can't touch because it's too hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I see the
yeah. So cops talk about cops beating up black people right now might be a little too sensitive. You might not get much laughs on that right now.
Right.
It's a lot of white people who agree with what's going on, and a lot of white people who don't, black people who So that's one of those touchy subjects you just don't talk about right now on stage. It's too hot.
Just stay away from that. So we said. So TB, who influences you in comedy, past and present, and if you can meet and interview anyone, who would it be, and what would you ask? Great question, Stephanie.
Comedy influencers, Mike Epps. I don't know what it is. Mike Epps be having me weak. I just don't know. Mike Epps is a funny guy, and he don't get the credit that he deserves. Mike Epps is funny to me. Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Now before them, Martin Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? I'm real big on Martin.
Yeah, Martin's hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? He's also from Brooklyn, like me. So you know what I mean? So that's Martin Lawrence. Huh?
You ever watch Sanford and Son?
That was a little bit before my time.
I only know. Yeah, my dad used to watch that. That's all he watched. Yeah, go ahead though. All right. She said, "Who would you interview?"
If I could interview somebody, it would be two people. It would be Kevin Hart and Mike Epps right now, because they're still. I mean, Martin is still doing his comedy thing right now, but he's more like laid back now. You don't see him doing like that stand up. So he probably would not even want to talk about comedy right now, to be honest. You know what I mean? But that's somebody like Kevin Hart, who's still he's still in his prime. I would say he still is. So Kevin Hart, Mike Epps.
Yeah. Let's see here. What is the audience rating of your comedy skits? Ooh.
What's the audience rating?
Yeah, like what do they rate you?
I don't. You what? Look, you will have to go on.
You're gonna have to go look.
Yeah, you have to go look, man. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna toot my own horn here, but
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'm funny. I'm funny to the five man. I guess I'm funny to the people who follow me. You know, I have 5,000 plus followers.
Yeah.
So I mean,
He's pretty funny. I'd admit that. So I definitely say go check out his videos. Like it's super funny. Mom said all the way. Brother-in-law David says, as a new comedian that has zero experience, where or how is the best way to get started? Okay, so for new comedians that has zero experience, where or how is the best way to get started? Great question.
Open mics.
Ooh.
Open mics. You know, you use social media. Social media is your god right now. That's how I found, you know, my way into the comedy zone. Open mics.
Yeah.
You go to an open mic and you nail it. The booker is there. She's watching. She or he is, you know, is always watching. So you nail it, and they see that you got that confidence.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be long before you get another email like, Sunday we got something at 5:00. We need somebody to do a 5-minute set. You know, are you ready for that?
Yeah.
You know, and if you feel like you are, you take it.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, you know, I got a 7-minute set here at such and such for this show. And then before you know it, you're hosting shows for like big names, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, it plays its part even trying, you know. It plays its part even trying. You never know how far it can get.
So that try is a big I guess push
that's
towards
that's that first hump right there.
Right. That try. And that's like the realest thing. And I'm gonna get to this question too, because you know, a lot of people, and the reason why I have the purpose pod is because a lot of people have told me like, yo, Alan, I don't know my purpose. I don't know what I want to do. So I was like, cool, I'll bring on people who are in diverse, you know, backgrounds and in different fields, and entrepreneurs, doctors, comedians, artists, whatever you want is on the purpose pod, right? And you know, my desire is that they're like, oh man, TB, he's just like me. He's a regular person just like me, and he's out there pursuing his dreams and his goals. So that's why we're having this conversation, people, so that you guys can get inspired in whatever it is that you're doing or that you desire to do, because you have to try. Like he said, you have to try. So I just wanted to put that little disclaimer out there. So, and then I wanted to ask you, TB, like, what is your approach to like being inspired about your purpose? You know, do you feel, well, two-part question. I always do that. Bad host. So I'll ask you one question first. I was about to ask you two questions. You about to be over there like, well, yeah. But so like how, like so inspiration and stuff to pursue your job or pursue your career, whatever it is that you're pursuing, your purpose. How do you stay, you know, driven for your purpose? You know, I understand like how you can stay, you know, passionate about certain things, but you know, when you don't get all the claps and snaps, and when you don't get all the shares and all the, hey, good job, I love that video, you know, how do you stay on track for your purpose?
Right. Yeah, and that's the negative side. You know, on like sometimes I'd post my videos, you know, on Instagram. I would have my, you know, my regular people who, like, you know, they look for videos or whatever, so they come on there. But then, you know, I sometimes post my videos on Facebook, and you know, I don't get the same response on Facebook that I would get on Instagram. You know, on Instagram I get 2,000 plus views. On Facebook, you know what I'm saying,
I get two.
But you know, it just you just got to be like one of those things. Like, look, you know, they're gonna get on board eventually. You know, it's one of those things where you don't let it like stop you, because once you let it defeat you, then it's like you'll find yourself slacking on videos, not wanting to do as much, you know, and then you'll be like who's gonna watch it? You know, nobody's watching it. You know, you get all these bad thoughts in your head. So me personally, you know what I'm saying, when I put my stuff out there, you know, I have, like I said, my friends and people, you know, they are I have my people who rally, who's rallying for me. They want to see me win. So
Right.
I keep those people in mind. Those the people who actually do care, and the DMs that I get, man, you funny, no, you're hilarious.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's people that I don't even know, and
Mm-hmm.
they just like give me good words. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that, it makes me just keep going. Whether or not yeah, I'm not on there with Haha Davis or Desi Banks and all of them. You know what I'm saying? Where they get 100,000, but
Right.
that 5,000 or that 2,000 or that 1,000, those are the people that's there every time. You know what I mean?
That's right, man.
So
And I think it's important, I think me and Ohavia talked about this as well, just appreciating the 1,000, the 500, the 2, the 20, the 2, the
right,
1,
right,
the one
right,
person
the one, right, the one. Hey, it's been look when I first started. Look, I remember those 17 views. Now
right. Right.
I remember those 17 views. I was like, dang.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man. So I
Yeah.
never even saw myself. You know what I'm saying? Getting 1,000 plus, getting. You know what I'm saying? Getting that I never. That was like a hard thing for me. Until I guess like people started following, and then they would share, and then
Mm-hmm.
I would watch. It taught me a lot about social media too. Like doing social media in itself. Because I
Yeah.
was like, well, all right, this person shared it, that person shared it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the people who are coming because they saw that person share it. So it's really like ripple effect of who's sharing your stuff, and that's how the follows really come in.
Yeah. That's real though. I had so your followers come in based off of the shares, based off of the one, yeah, like based off of the one that's doing the sharing, and I'm like a connector, so I like connecting people. I'll be like, hey, this and that, y'all should do this. I remember I did that for you and Milky over there the other
Oh
day.
yeah. It was funny because I actually know him already. So when you
Wow.
said that, I thought, and I was like, yeah, Mookie is a comedian. Like, yeah,
Right.
I
You might
use
as well
him.
get together. And I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that's going to be a dope thing that you guys do. And but like it's like there are people out here who are supporting us, and like you said, those people who are in your inner circle, and they're right there with you, your mom, your family members. Like I think that's a beautiful thing, because a lot of people give up on their dreams because they don't have that support system, and some people make
right,
it without that support system, but a lot of people, if they don't have people saying, hey, TB, I see you being that big star, man. I see you up there with Chris Rock. I see you up there, bro. And giving you the fuel that you need, in order to wake up
right,
on a Wednesday morning, when you don't feel like posting anymore because it just takes a lot out of you, it keeps you going.
right.
So, we're just saying that because a lot of you out there who are entrepreneurs, you're pursuing your happiness, you're pursuing your dreams and stuff like that. But, you
Don't
get,
let nobody discourage you. Do
yeah.
not. And sometimes I would have friends, people that I felt that should be on my side.
Mhm.
They'd be like, hey, you good, but do you really see yourself? Those people who like, it's like, are you with me or are you not with me? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because once I make up my mind to I want to be here, and what I'm saying, you really don't need people who are not gonna help push you
Mhm.
to get there.
Elevate you up. Right.
So that also comes with like just, you have to have a good support system.
Yeah.
You got to, because without it, it's real easy to get discouraged.
Mm.
And
That's a
and that's not even like really what comedy. I guess that's just with anything.
right.
Here the purpose part. I'm pretty sure some people gave you that push, like, yo, Alan, look,
Mhm.
hey, you need your own podcast, baby. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. Right.
So
Yeah, that's real.
yeah.
That's how it is. And so we have another question here, and he says, Jamal says, did school help influence you to be a comedian?
Oh man, my man Jamal. Yeah, look, hey, but yeah, it definitely did. We had a. It's funny that he's watching this. We had a group called Nesquik. We
Mhm.
in school. In school, we went to a school that it was more like Spanish people.
Yeah.
So the black kids that did go there, we all stuck together and we made a crew called Nesquik.
Hmm.
And we were all like funny guys and clowns, and you know what I'm saying. So we would do like little like we would joke a lot, joke on each other.
Mm-hmm.
We would have shows amongst each other, you know what I'm saying, doing like comedy stuff with each other. So that did help, it did help. It was bad because it got me in a lot of trouble,
right?
but
that's dope.
I'm still being a clown to this day, and can't nobody suspend me.
Yeah,
can't nobody.
Jamal rocking with you. That's the business right there.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Nesquik squad squad up.
Back in high school, right there.
Yeah, I got a T-Bonica. I think I said it right. T-Bonica. Is any of your younger siblings a comedian?
No. I have a little brother. He's hilarious though.
Yeah,
I have a little brother. He's hilarious. He's only 21, 22, but he is hilarious, man. He be saying some funny stuff.
Yeah,
but nah, he's not a comedian. He's
not yet. You guys gotta just go in with TB, baby. Go in with TB.
Go with TB, baby. That's it.
Slimmy Sosa says, "Are you gonna do a skit based on anything from junior high?"
Oh man. Well, actually, in junior high school, I was more on my wrestling stuff. I was on my wrestling, and I don't know if you saw, but I posted a skit, like a wrestling skit of me wrestling with these wrestlers, and they're professional wrestlers. They actually been in the WWE. They're pro wrestlers. So that was always a dream of mine to be a wrestler. But even so, I still, I still be doing little stuff, little punches and stuff like that, in my skits and stuff.
Yeah.
So, to show people, for the people who actually do watch wrestling, they know like oh wow, he's doing wrestling punches. You know what I'm saying? Instead of our street punch.
Right.
So
yeah. I used to love me some WWE.
Yeah. Big WWE fan.
Yeah.
So
Mr. Speller says, "Do you ever think you will leave corporate America and go all in?" Ooh, good question.
Ooh, yeah, and I know a lot of comedians who have left their jobs to make it full time. Thank God that I don't have a job that interferes with me doing comedy, because most of the shows are like at nighttime.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So if it's not in the way of anything, but I know people who've had jobs that were in the way, so they quit their job, and these comedy shows now, you know what I'm saying, they're not paid, you know what I'm saying? So you are literally, going out on the road. Like, you're legit. Now that people who do that, I really do like respect that. People like Ryan Davis have done that. He's here in Charlotte. He quit his job, so now you don't know where a paycheck is coming in, because now you're doing these shows where you're not getting paid. You know what I'm saying? You really don't start getting paid from comedy until you make it, literally.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So now you're doing these shows for free. Still got bills, you know what I'm saying? You still got, so thank God that I just have a job that it's not in the way. I'm still able to be a comedian at night, you know what I'm saying, and work during the day.
Yeah. So you like Black Man? I'm just playing.
Right. For real, man.
That was bad. That was bad. That was a bad joke. I told you, 3-minute Black Man, by day, night, whatever. All right. So anyway, so you joke bad. You joke bad when you gotta explain it. You like, well, like. So what I meant was by the day. Yeah. All right. So anyway, so Stephanie says, "I am so proud of this young king here following his dreams. He always made people laugh. Both his parents are silly, and his brother. We have a comedic family." That's awesome. That's awesome to see that support, man. And like while we're on the wrap up side, I want people to know like what it is that you want them to know about you, as a comedian, and why should they follow you?
I want them to know that, look, when you follow TV, you always want to get the best TV. You gonna get the silly me. You're gonna be able to know and feel my personality through my videos. You know, even though this is all comedy, I still keep morals. You'll never see me butt naked on a video. You'll never see me, anything too
too crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Because I do see a lot of comics and stuff. Well, they say they're comedians, but they on there sometimes, butt naked or just doing just weird, just crazy stuff. It's the difference between comedy and just like crazy,
Yeah.
So with me, yeah, some of my stuff is crazy, but it's not to where it throws my morals totally out the window.
Totally out the window.
So that's why it was hilarious when you was like no cursing. I was like, look, if I can make if I can make a comedy video without cursing, then I would rather that, rather than be on it, motherfucker. Be on that bucket. That's not even. Yeah, I know. But look, but I'm just saying that that's not that's not how I roll. You know
just did
it. Oh man. Oh, did I? I did. Oh man, Alan.
Oh my God.
I owe you a drink, man. I owe you a drink. Charge it towards the game, baby.
Was that a joke? It must have been a joke. It must have been it. No, I'll just play.
Charge it towards the game, baby.
Right, I don't actually get penalized for that. I just, just preference and all, but
hey, look, that's your morals.
That's just
everybody gotta have morals, man. Got to.
That's true though. But yeah, man, like I really do. Like I think I watch your the Black Lives Matter one the most. I don't think it's titled that, but with you in the closet getting the gun and stuff like that, and just like even with the young man singing in the background, because that song, do you know the title of that song?
Is it that song is actually the young boy.
Yeah,
he sung it without the beats and stuff. He was just like, I'm a young black man. He was just singing singing by himself. But then I saw somebody they actually put a beat to it. So I was like, yo, like that's kind of dope. Like I can use that. And it was talking about like, being a young black man really. So I was like, yo, that's something I can use for a video. And immediately like a video came to mind, you know what I'm saying? It was like immediately like, oh man, like I can use this music, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For something.
Yeah.
So that's usually how like skits hit me. Usually, like maybe I'll be in the car and I'll be listening to a song. I'll be like, oh man, it'd be funny if I use this song for this, or I hear a sound or something, and then it just be coming like that. You know what I mean? So
like that, it just come up. But that's dope though, man. And I'm like excited to see what you're about to do next, even after like all of this goes away with this. I don't know if it ever will go away, but I know that you could tell when people are destined to do great things, and as long as any of us stay on course and like continue to to go through what we're trying to do, we will be successful. Stephanie asked if you had any merch that you were planning on putting your name on to market yourself, etc.
Good question, Steph. I need that, and I'm really gonna start branding myself.
Yeah, you might as well, man.
That's the next level. That's one of the keys to the next level, because if people start, buying merch, and then you can really see who really supports you. You can really see what your fan base looks like. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And if you come up with some pod shirts, you know what I'm saying? You need to,
I'm gonna come out with some pod shirts, the Purpose Potters. I'm gonna have it for them. I'm gonna have it for y'all, for people who've been on, and then my guests, the Purpose Potters. I think if you've been on, you might get a little discount, like a half off thing, but you still might have to pay. But anyway,
I'm all good with it. Black people always want a discount or something.
Right, I know, right? Hey, you got it on sale? Is it on sale, brother? I just brought it out. This is the first day out. You got it on sale? Yeah.
Right. Like, dang, can I get it for $2, please?
Right. No. I worked in retail, so I was at Men's Warehouse, and at Men's Warehouse we would always have like Indian men and women, like Pakistani anyone men and women come in there, and they like come in to buy some suits, but they was always ready to bargain. Like they was all, I told them like suit $500. Like, no, my friend, 200. I'm like, it's not, you can't negotiate this, baby.
Right. People always want a discount, man. Look, we ain't got no discounts here. Man.
No discounts, baby. But yeah, man. So comedian TB, too funny. Everybody, man, I'm so thankful to have you on here, bro. Like, I'm glad we got to chop it up. I'm glad I got to introduce you to people who follow me, man. And I'm glad your family was able to join us as well. So can you go ahead and I have your Instagram right here, you guys. TB_2 TOO_funny FUNNY TB_2_funny. You see it right there on the back of his shirt. Comedian TB_2_funny.
Bam. Get it in there.
Hey, let's go. Yo, it's crazy. I think your camera had moved for you, like to bring it down. Like I think somebody moved your. I'm just playing.
Hey, you ever? Look, my laptop ain't that high tech. Right? we ain't there yet. You know what I mean?
Real quick before we end this though, like I got a question. So when I was like younger, you know, like black kids, like you get scared of a whole lot of stuff. They tell you some crazy stuff, and you scared your whole life. But like, so did you have a video with like switching the lights off and then running up the stairs or something like that? Like, you know, okay. So, but you ever did that? Like, you ever cut the light off real fast to run in your room? Never mind.
Oh man, look, I ain't gonna lie. I'm scared of the dark. Still, man.
You still scared of the dark?
I'm almost 30 and still scared of the dark. Don't let me be downstairs by myself and I gotta cut the light off and run up the stairs. Oh, look. I tell you.
I was the same way back in the day. Like I would be so scared of like, I mean, and even talk about the truth. So like as a grown man, right? You're a grown man. And look, I was in the kitchen last night and it was so dark. My wife, she was knocked out. It was dark in here. And I could have sworn I saw something in the room. And me being a grown man, I was like, it's gonna have to stay back there.
Right. Look, hey. Whatever it is, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Hey, for real. Hey, look, we don't play around. Like it's gonna have to stay back there.
Look, I'm in the house by myself right now. I hear something. If I hear something behind that door, it's gonna stay behind that door. You know what I'm saying? I ain't checking it. I ain't checking it. You have to come in here and get me.
Get me. Hey, look, you think just because you don't go check don't mean it won't come checking for you. So
right. Right.
I'm gonna just be quiet because he don't know I'm in here. Dana over here weak. But yeah, man, we all have had that experience, man. And I can see how like you could pull comedy from different things in life, man. But all in all, TV, I appreciate you, bro, and I really support what you do. I hope you know that. I believe in what you do, and I hope that everyone that is here right now, please go follow comedian TB Too Funny. Please go follow him today.
We're gonna do this again.
Yeah, we're gonna do this again.
And next time I'm on here, we're gonna be talking about the TV show I was on and all that. Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna do that then. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, bro. Comedian TB Too Funny, everybody. Y'all go follow him. All right, brother. I will talk to you later.
Purpose Pod.
Yes, sir. Wow. Peace. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this has been another episode of the Purpose Pod. My boy TB Too Funny. Yo, I love that guy. He's dope. He's awesome. He's talented. He has skills. So you need to be following him. His IG is right here. Follow comedian TB Too Funny on Instagram. Please, please, please go support. We support because we want to see other people grow. We want to see other people achieve their goals. So you guys and gals that are out there today, if you have a business idea, if you want to be a comedian, if you want to have your own podcast, it is possible. And you can do it. You just don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Let me get my notes. But don't give up. Stay in the game, stay in the fight, and know who you are, know what you want, and to have that family support like TB's family. They're supporting him. Make sure you're supporting your family members and those who are out there grinding for what they want. This is the Purpose Pod. I will talk to you guys next Tuesday on the Purpose Pod. Love you guys. 6 o'clock next Tuesday. Peace.